So as you can see from the front of this Ford Ranger, it does look quite nice. It is quite a tall standing car. It looks very similar to all the other Rangers I have reviewed on this channel. I have reviewed basically all the Ranger models of this generation. So as you can see, you do have your very nice chrome grille. It is quite thick. You do have some fake grilling right over there. It's just a 3.2 litre engine. Why do you need so much grills? So that's why they put all these fake grills over there. You do have some more grills over here which are real, and you also do have your spotlights, which is quite a nice extra. So this car is pretty high to the ground, so you don't need to dodge those speed bumps and especially those cliffs. You do have your big Ford badging right over here, and this one does not say Ranger on the grille. It's just a blank grille. So you also do have a very nice body line on this bonnet. It looks quite nice. So talking about chrome, you also do have some matte chrome plastic around the spotlights. Just adds to that more luxurious touch. But you also do have a hook so you can tow this car. The hook is down there somewhere. So the lights on this car does not have any LED lights or anything like that. It just has a standard halogen lights, amber, you know the drill. So let's begin with the daytime running lights, the park lights, the headlights, the brights, the spotlights, the indicators with the lights, and the indicators without the lights. So as you can see, it looks very nice. It's quite bright. It also does have a nice tint to it. I think it's quite good for its class, these lights. So let me move on to the specifications of this Ford Ranger. So as you can see, right when I open up the bonnet on this car, you can see that it is held by the stick like most cars. This is the biggest engine variant for the Ranger, the 3.2 litre inline 5 turbocharged diesel. You can just see those 5 cylinders in a straight line. It's quite nice. It's quite a big turbo in here, like you can see right over there, the turbo. It's quite cool. So this car produces 200 brake horsepower or 147 kilowatts. This car also produces 470 newton meters of torque. This sounds like a little bit of a low number considering it's only a 3.2 litre engine, but I'm sure it's not very low. You can feel the torque when you do step on the gas. This car goes 0 to 100 kilometers in a sprinty 10.3 seconds, and this car's top speed is 175 kilometers or 109 miles. This car is a rear-wheel drive, but there is a 4x4 variant available for the super cab, and this car weighs 2,095 kilograms or 4,618 pounds, so it's quite heavy. This car is quite fuel efficient, as it averages about 12 liters per 100 kilometers on the city, and on a highway it can go as low as 7 liters per 100 kilometers. I'm over exaggerating. That's if you're driving it very, very economically. That's the lowest it can go. So the towing specifications of this car is quite impressive. If the thing you're towing has a brake, it can tow 3.5 tons. If it doesn't have a brake, then 750 kilograms. So this car comes in 2 types of transmissions, a 6-speed manual and a 6-speed automatic. This one is a 6-speed manual, so you can be grinding those gears. This car comes, so let me just tell you the carbon output of this car. It's 245 grams a kilometer. It's quite good. Then this car retails at $11,628 in America, 198,000 rand in South Africa, and in Europe 11,543 euros in Europe. So is this car worth the asking price in 2022? It is over 6 years after manufacturing. This is 2014 we are talking about. 8 years after manufacturing. Seriously. So wait until the further part of the video so you can see this car really is worth your money. So this is the back of this Ford Ranger Super Cab, and as you can see it's quite nice looking. It has a lot of similarities with the double cab. You do have your XLS badging right over there, and of course you can't miss out the big Ranger text flowing all around the tailgate. I really love that. You also have a nice body line that matches with your badging, which just is so big, just matches this large car. So then you also do have this black plastic bumper over here with color coded white paint over there. You have a tow bar and some electricity for your tow bar right over there, which is for your lights, not actual electricity. So over here, these are the lights of this car. Pretty standard, pretty basic. These are the normal daytime running lights, the tail lights, the brake lights with the lights, the indicators with the lights, the indicators without the lights, the brake lights without the lights, and finally the reverse lights. So as you can see, pretty standard, pretty basic Ford Ranger style. So your tailgate is operated with this black plastic over here. It's plastic handle, which does match with this bidding put around these tailgates, these tail lights, not tailgates. This is a tailgate. So let's open up this tailgate, and as you can see, it's held by a string. It's quite nice at the back over here. You do have some hooks, so you can hook up some luggage if you want. It is rubberized, which is also quite a nice feature. And when I review the side of this car, I will show you this bar over here. It's quite nice. Only the more top of the range Rangers have that bar over there. But yeah, it's quite spacious at the back over here. It is quite nice. Yeah, you can also sit on it, have a picnic, have a braai, do all those stuff. It is quite strong. So let me waste no time and move on to the interesting part of the review, the interior. See you there. So this is the interior of this Ford Ranger Super Cab, and as you can see, it's quite a nice interior. You do have quite a few airbags. So let us begin with the center console of this car. As you can see, you do have your small little tiny display right over there. You have your traditional iconic Ford buttons right below it, and you do have your 2 AC vents. You have some more buttons, and then you also do have your AC controls. Right below that you do have your 2 cigarette lighters, and then you do have some storage. So you do have buttons on these 2 rows. Let's start off with the left hand side. There is a blank button on top and your diff lock right below that, and when you go to the right hand side, there is your traction control button, and right below that there is nothing else. So let's begin with the air conditioning of this car. You have your blue and red lines symbolizing cold and hot. Then you also do have your fan speeds. There's 4 fan speeds. Then you do have your air circulation. You also have an AC button, and you also do have your mode for your air circulation. So let's go over this radio over here. So this does have FM and AM, as you can see, and then when you go to aux, which means auxiliary, we have aux line in, we have Bluetooth audio, and then we also do have CD, and then when we go to phone, we can make phone calls using this little screen and the buttons, of course. So yeah, it's quite nice. It's really small, so you do need to squint your eyes a bit to see. So you need to take off those eyes off the road to see it properly. So now this is the other part of the center console. As you can see, you do have some storage, your 6-speed manual gearbox right over there. You have your 2 cup holders. Then you do have your handbrake and an armrest. This armrest is made out of plastic. This armrest does have 2 levels. The first level is like a nice little shallow piece of storage, and then the second level is a nice deep piece of storage. So now this is the driver's side. The driver's side has a nice combination between analog and digital. I'll put on the screen right now. As you can see, it does display quite a few stuff, your mileage, and now there's a little display which does display your distance to end, average fuel economy, instant fuel economy, average speed, your temperature outside, trip A, trip B, and yeah. So it does display quite a few stuff, quite nice. It's in a nice blue type of paint, in a blue type of lighting, not paints. This is the steering wheel. This is like the XLS, so it has like the basic steering wheel. It's quite grippy, it's nice and soft. You have no buttons on it, nothing at all, but you do have a nice horn. And then these are the stalks of this car. As you can see, on the left hand side you do have for your wipers, and on the right hand side you do have for your indicators, fog lights, and your lights. So this car does have airbags on this steering wheel and on passenger side. This is the driver's side. As you can see, you do have your AC vent, and you do have your mirror controls, and you have a nice piece of storage right down there. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Now this is the door panel. As you can see, you do have a handle in plastic, a tweeter right at the top. You have some buttons. Further down we go, we do have a speaker, cup holder, and some storage. So this car does have electric windows for the front passengers and also electric mirrors, which is quite cool. This car also does have central locking, which is also quite nice. So this is the passenger side. As you can see, you do have an AC vent and a cubby hole. If we open up the cubby hole, this is how the cubby hole looks like. There is nothing much in it. It's just a plastic cubby hole with some storage. Talking about the seat of this car, this is fully vinyl seats. It's quite cool. It has a nice pattern to it. It's fully manual. When I mean fully manual, I mean this. They can go forwards and backwards. This is for the driver's side. Down. This is what I love about the supercab. You can recline the seat all the way, and then also you can go down and up, as you can see. So it's quite nice. But yeah, other than that, up here you do have your sunglass cover over there, and you do have your microphone and a light and your day and night mirror. These are the sun visor of the car. Only the passenger gets a mirror but no lights. And then the driver and the passenger also does have a handle. You also do have another light right up there, which is, yeah, I'll show you when I do review the back of this car. So talking about the quality of this car, plastic dashboard, plastic over here, some vinyl over here, the rest is all plastic, the plastic and history. Shake the console, it's not that bad. It's not the greatest, but it's not the bad, it's not the worst. Yeah, it's quite a nice interior at the back here. You do have a handle over there. Yeah, it's quite nice. So let me move on to the back of this super cab. So I did take the camera in so I can show you my leg room. I am quite squeezed over here, as you can see. It is really tight at the back over here. I have no space at all at the back over here. But yeah, you do have a center console right over there, which is quite nice. You also do have a little slot where there's supposed to be a cigarette lighter. It's quite nice. Ford thinks about their rear passengers. So now this is the rear door panel. As you can see, you do have a speaker. You have some storage over there, and you also do have some more storage right over there. So this is the light I was talking to you about, as you can see. And also you do have some coat hangers right over there. So yeah, this is the carpet quality of this car. It's not very good. It's not really good at all. But yeah, you don't have any sleeves on the seat at the back over here. As you can see, there's no sleeves. But yeah, either that, it's quite nice at the back over here. You have some speakers, and yeah, these are the cushions. You can take them out if you want. You also do have a rear window right over there. Other than that, the only thing is the legroom. So So let me move on to the side of this Ford Ranger. So this is the side of this Ford Ranger Super Cab, and this is where it differentiates with the double cab and the single cab, partly because you have this type of half door. I will go over that just now. So let's begin with the brakes and tires. You do have your 16-inch alloy mags with drums at the back and discs at the front. These tires are quite big, and the ride height of this car is also quite big. This car does have road tires on. You also do have some mud flaps right over there, which is very visible because it's in black plastic, which matches with the black plastic door handle and black plastic mirror cap with your black plastic fake grilling over here, which displays the configuration of this car, which is 3.26 speed, which also locates your side indicator in orange. You also do have your black tinted window smash and grab, which also matches with all of your black plastic beddings, including your black tires right over there. Those black tires match with all these beddings over here exactly. It even matches with the black over here, the black over here, and of course the black plastic right over there. So this car has a lot of black plastic going on. Even, let's not even forget, even this is in black metal with your black right over there, with your black plastic door handle right over there. Also your black over here, your black over there. There is just so much black plastic at the side. Even there's black right over there, and of course your black painted bar over there. So let me show you how these lights, how these doors work. As you can see, this is how one of them works, and then there's a handle which you have to use. It will open it like that, and as you can see, it locates a seat belt like that. And yeah, this is how it works. Let me move out the way so you can properly see. That is how the side is. As you can see, there's an airbag. So my opinion on this car is I do think this is a good workhorse because it does have quite a nice differentiation between single cab and double cab. You don't feel like claustrophobic as in the single cab. You also have enough space to properly recline your seat, and also if you need some rear passengers, there is some space, but you do not sacrifice the cargo because a double cab will end like around over here, so you will have much less rear cargo. However, the single cab, of course, it ends like around here, so you have a lot of cargo, but this just takes up around like this much out of your cargo space. So I think this is quite a nice middle class, like in between. I think this is quite nice. I think this is like one of the greatest configurations, like this, the 3.26 speed. Yeah, I'm sorry, there's a leaf. Yeah, so I'll just put the Car Wiz score on the screen so you can see the scores that I gave this car. So as you can see, this car scored exactly the same as the previous Rangers that I did review in the previous parts of this year. This car had a score of 31 out of 50 for the daily scores and a good score of 32 out of 50 for the weekend scores, which gives this car a total of 63 out of 100. I do think this is a very good score considering the age of this car compared to the other cars that I did review. This car is a really good bakkie for its price range. So finally, if you have stayed till this far of the video, thank you very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, remember to smash the subscribe button, like button, and turn on notifications so you never miss an upcoming video like this. What is your thoughts on this car? I'd love to know down in the comments section below. So have a great day as always, and I'll see you in my next video. Goodbye. I am finally so excited to announce that this is the end of my old videos, and now coming up next I will be reviewing a 1980 Ford Grenade 3000 GLE. So please stay tuned. This is now becoming the new era of Young Car Wiz. Lots of exciting new videos at a brand new location, so please stay tuned.